Here we go. We are live on YouTube, live on Twitter, live on TikTok. Giving everybody just 30 more seconds, 1 more minute for them to show up. And then we're going to get started, guys. Got to go live on YouTube Mobile as well. Somebody said, what the hell is YouTube Mobile? Yeah, there's like a For You page for YouTube now. Let's get it, man. Breaking down all of Sunday's NFL games. I almost said MLB. All right. What up, guys? How's it going, guys? How's it going? Happy Sunday, guys. Happy Sunday. Hope you guys are having a great day. It's been a while since I've seen you guys, man. I've just been real locked in on college football and NFL. It's a busy time of the year, man. Real busy time of the year. So, sorry if the streams aren't super consistent, but it's because I'm trying to make sure the plays are, man. It's a super busy time of the year, but we working, man. We haven't gone missing. I'm about to get to all the questions, guys, as soon as I can get my thing working here. Okay, we'll just go like that. Let's see what you guys are saying so far, man. What up, Jamie? How you doing, brother? Jaime. Broncos team total over 24.5. Yep, we could talk about it for sure. People are definitely talking about that. Start or sit Parcell or Tracy Jr. Brother, I'm not doing fantasy this year. I'm not a big prop guy in general. I wish I could help you there, brother, but I can't, man. What's up, Hiza? How you doing, man? Dolphins on the straight up to win. Lions to win. Okay, a couple dogs coming in. There you go, man. Appreciate it. You guys go ahead and help each other out, man. Eckler over 25.5. Is that rushing yards? Sounds kind of low. I can help you guys at least with a little bit of your props. But for the most part, like fantasy football, yeah, I'm not really going to be able to, help you choose between one or another. But I can at least help you with like the matchups. So if you're looking at like Eckler versus the Giants defense and stuff, I could give you a good idea. Let me start there then while we have that up. We are live on YouTube, live on Twitter. Let's go, guys. All right. Real quick, just to answer your question real quick about Eckler. For the Washington Commanders here. So they're up against the Giants defense, which last year their weakness was against the run. Yeah, definitely weakness against the run there. They ranked 24th, and meanwhile Washington ranked 4th in NFL. I almost said MLB. In terms of rushing frequency, I believe, did I put these numbers? Yes, I did. Here we go. Washington 7th. Yeah, so Washington, one of the top 10 teams at running the ball in terms of frequency against the Giants defense that definitely struggled to defend the run. They spent a high draft pick on Abdul Carter, an edge rusher, so that's not going to help them up the middle. They've got some upgrades at defensive back, and yeah, it looks like they didn't really address their need to stop the run at the linebacker and the defensive tackle position. If you're on Eckler, sounds good to me, man. Let's get it. All right, guys, we got to talk about sides and totals. Let's go, man. That's why we're here. I get it, guys. People are excited about the props. People are excited about NFL in general, man. But nothing pays the bills like sides and totals, man. Sides and totals is where it's at, guys. Trust me, I've been there, man. I know I've done fantasy football in the past. I've done all these other things in the past, but nothing is going to pay the bills like sides and totals. So let's get there, guys. What game do you guys want to discuss? Somebody throw a game out there and let's talk about it, man. I'm going to put up a poll, same thing like we're doing for MLB, man. I'm going to put up a poll and let's discuss the game at length. I'm going to give you all the information I got on this game. You guys give me all the information you got on this game, man. Let's talk. We're only going to build each other. We're only going to make each other a little better. Okay, let's see if we could get some consensus, man. I'm seeing Bucks. I'm seeing Giants. I'm seeing Jets. Bills. Dolphins. Dolphins. I saw you Hiza here earlier, man. Let's start with the Dolphins game. That's one that I kind of need to study up on a little bit. What's up, guys? If you guys are live on YouTube, I have 2 streams going on. I'm sharing my screen on one stream. If you guys want my my full screen share. I have that going on YouTube. Hit the subscribe button while you're there and give me a thumbs up too as well. Let's get to it. Let's talk about Miami and Indianapolis. I haven't paid too much attention to this one, so let's talk about it. Indianapolis is now starting Daniel Jones here, right? So let's. Why do I not have Daniel Jones? I should have Daniel Jones here at quarterback. So let's put up a poll for this one, guys. Let's put up a poll for this one. It's going to be Miami. Let's go. Keep it simple. Keep it with the team colors. Blue for the Colts, guys. What side are you guys on today? Blue for the Colts. Red for Miami. Miami Marlins. Miami Dolphins. Red for the Dolphins. Blue for the Colts. What side are you on today? Miami and red. Blue for Indianapolis. Let's talk about this, guys. Again, remember, cast your votes and also put whatever questions you have, whatever comments you have about this game. Let's drop it, guys. Don't gatekeep anything. I'll do the same, man. I'm out here just trying to make everybody a little bit better. So let's upgrade. Let's update the not so much of an upgrade. Let's put Daniel Jones as a starter here now. Week 1 starter here for the Indianapolis Colts. Miami has Tua's back. Tua's back. Why are the Colts favored in this game? Let's talk about it, guys. Red for Miami, blue for the Colts. Looks like everybody's on Miami. Let's talk about this. Looks like this line has opened up. Did open up Indianapolis over the summer as a 1.5 point home favorite. And it looks like it still remains 1.5. Looks like it hasn't moved at all. Miami does have the public tickets, okay? 66% on Miami. And as you can see on the poll, it looks like the majority of the people are on Miami. I do have some notes here for Tua in week 1. Pretty good winning percentage here. Small sample size, but 3-1 in week 1 of the NFL season. This is against the number 3-1. Indianapolis, Daniel Jones, not famous for getting off to good starts. He is 1-4 against the number, 1-4 in week 1. Okay, so we have a AFC East versus AFC South matchup here. So not a nothing division related, but still a conference matchup here. Against the number, both of these teams were not reliable a year ago. Miami 7-10 against the number. So that tells me they were really kind of overvalued in a lot of games. Indianapolis 9-8. Okay. With NFL here, we do have a lot of the same roster, not as many moving pieces like college. As I'm looking at the Miami offense versus the Indianapolis defense, I'm not seeing really too many discrepancies, too many edges. Really running the ball, passing the ball. Nothing really. Both of these teams definitely mediocre on those sides of the ball. When I'm looking at Indianapolis versus Miami, I definitely have an edge here with the Miami defense. The Miami defense, especially at defending the pass, was pretty good a year ago. They ranked 10th at defending the pass, even though it was a down year for them. Indianapolis, as you know, they didn't have a passing game. Now they have Daniel Jones. Is that really an upgrade? We could talk about it. Over the offseason, neither of these teams really made any splashes. Let's see here. What do I have my notes for Miami? They brought in James Daniel at guard, so they upgraded their offensive line a little bit. Looks like their offensive line is still slated to be one of the worst. So Miami really going to be struggling to protect Tua. We know if Tua's injured, it's not a good scenario. This is an interesting one here. It definitely looks like Miami is coming into this one. Didn't address the what they needed to. Their biggest move was on the defensive side, where they brought in Fitzpatrick at defense. Daniel Jones. Did Daniel Jones free himself of the Giants, or did the Giants free himself of Daniel Jones? I think it's more of the first option there. I think Daniel Jones is finally free of a Giants organization that has a lot of issues. As you guys can see, Miami is a pretty public play here, and I think the biggest question mark here is the offensive line for Miami. They're projected to be the second worst in NFL. I would be looking at the Colts here, guys. Sorry to be long-winded with it a little bit, but again, we're just getting started here, guys. So it looks like you guys are going with Miami. I'm not sure I'm in love with that, man. You're taking Tua on the road with a terrible offensive line. Again, projected to be the second worst offensive line. Let's see. Hill's going to ball. Yeah, man. But somebody's got to get him the ball, and somebody's got to have time to get him the ball. That's really interesting. Why Colts are favored in this game? Yeah, man. I would have the same questions for sure. Of course, you guys know the narratives with Miami. You know, it's kind of they don't win in cold temperatures and they don't win when it's not on turf and stuff. I mean, they have all those things going their way today, but yet they're still the dogs here. Guys, don't send me invites, man. I don't got time to play for games. Our defense was banged up a year ago. This year, fully healthy. What team are you talking about, brother? Daniel Jones is trash. Again, man, that was a tough situation to be there with the Giants a year ago. Is that really, a fault of his own? I will say, guys, this is a new defensive coordinator for the Colts too. So that, new play caller on the defensive end. It's not really gonna. That could, shake things up a little bit here. In terms of offensive line here for the Colts, looks like they lost two of their guys on the offensive line. The Colts did. Looks like there's some question marks here too. The Colts did make some splashes on the secondary guys. They brought in Bynum and Ward, and had a good defensive, good draft class as well. Yeah, I'm gonna say the Colts is the better side here, guys. What game is next, guys? Let's go. Raiders, Browns, Niners. Come on, let me see a little bit of NFL is back. Goodbye, MLB. Let's get it, man. Yes, NFL and college football, guys, they do pay the bills like no other, man. Like no other. Let's go. I just posted a video, guys, just giving you guys the secret. Make sure you guys are familiar with the storylines. Make sure you guys are familiar with the narratives. And when it makes sense, fade them. Fade the narratives when it makes sense. Let's talk about some of those games, guys. Hit the follow button if it's your first time here. You guys saw me breaking down and putting a lot of time and effort into MLB over the offseason. Guys, I'm putting so much more effort into NFL and college. This means so much to me. I have a goal that I need to meet. I got a wife that I need to feed. I probably gonna have a baby on the way at some point, bro. Come on, we gotta pay the bills. Let's get it, man. Bengals, Bucks, Broncos. Jamie, you were asking about the Broncos. Let's talk about the Broncos game real quick, and then I got you with the Bengals. Looks like I'm seeing Bengals next. Let's talk about the Broncos games, guys. That is a big narrative there between Tennessee and Denver. Let's go a little quicker, guys. We are going red for Tennessee, blue. Red for Tennessee, blue for Denver, guys. What side are you guys on? Red for the Titans, blue for the Denver Broncos. And let's see what we're talking about here, guys. This is the notes I hear. So as you guys are casting your votes, red for Tennessee, blue for Denver. Let's read the notes here we have for the Titans. Titans over the offseason, they paid big money for Dan Moore Jr. and Cody Barton in free agency. Moore finished 2024 with a good overall grade in Pittsburgh, while Barton earned a 63.7 mark with the Broncos. They drafted Cam Ward, of course. The rest of the draft class up and down for value. The team is better by default with Ward, but their offseason was still lacking there for the Titans. The Broncos, they ranked 10th in the NFL last season with a defensive grade. According to PFF, they ranked 10th. As well as top of their league in run defense, coverage, and pass rush. Now they've added Greenlaw, Ufanga, and Barun, whatever you say his name, among other depth. So the defense just got even better there for the Broncos. The group could be the absolute best in NFL. Some additions on offense as well. They got R.J. Harvey via the draft, and the tight end they got Evan Ingram from the Giants, I believe. Via free agency. So really, really high expectations there for Denver. Let's talk about this breakdown, guys. So as I'm breaking down this game, let me know what you guys think about Tennessee and Denver. This line opened up -7 in favor of the Broncos. This thing is up to 8.5. This is the second most public play of the day. The Denver Broncos here in Mile High. A year ago, Denver was very reliable against the number. They were 12-6 against the number. Tennessee was not. 2-15. Terrible against the number. Tennessee was a year ago. So keep in mind that going into this year, that's going to be fresh on a lot of people's mind, I would think. Denver being really good against the number, being really reliable. Tennessee was a huge stay away a year ago. So overvalued versus undervalued, perhaps. The biggest storyline coming into this one is Tennessee's rookie number one draft pick Cam Ward is making his first start of his career in Denver. Number one picks over the last 27 games. I got them at 5-22, 5-22 straight up, 8-20 against the number, 8-20 against the number, 5-22 straight up. Let's talk about this matchup from a year ago. In terms of offense to defense, yeah, clear edge here for the defensive. For the Denver defense, I don't have to spend much time here. Where they excelled best is against the run. Denver against the run, and you guys heard earlier they did make some moves to upgrade the defense as well. You got the Greenlaw linebacker coming in, and yeah, Denver's defense could be even better. And you also got to keep in mind you got a rookie starting for Tennessee that you know they usually want to rely on a run game to help a rookie out. That's tough to be up against a run defense like this. In terms of the other side of the ball, when we're looking at Denver's offense to Tennessee's defense, Denver's offense, guys, contrary to popular belief, they really didn't light up the scoreboard. In terms of passing, they were 21. In terms of running the ball, they were 17th. In terms of first downs, they were 23rd. They kind of let the defense dictate how the offense, the defense put the offense in a lot of good situations. And don't sleep on Tennessee's defense. They were the number one defense against the pass a year ago. That's pretty incredible to believe. Their biggest weakness was against the run. So now they got, of course, J.K. Dobbins, right, to worry about today against the Tennessee run defense. So we'll keep that in mind. Guys, when it comes down to it, this is a big number. This is obviously a big number to lay here with Denver. I'm not ready. So my biggest thing here is I can't lay the number with Denver. This is super high expectations here coming with Denver. PFF gave him an A+ in terms of offseason grade. Am I going to go and take the rookie in game one of his career? Probably not, but the only way I could really play this is Tennessee. I know it's ugly. I know it's super ugly. I'm not going to get there. It's just super ugly. This is going to be a pass for me. I really should be saying pass, but I can't make an emphasis enough. Denver, I can't lay the points with them. That would be crazy to me. Let's see what you guys said, man. Hey, bro, am I tripping or would I take the Panthers straight up? We could talk about that, guys. So as I'm breaking down, I just finished up with that game, guys. Whatever game y'all want next, go ahead and drop it. Flacco Magic. Don't lose your money on the Bengals. That's another one with the big narrative. We could talk about it, man. Giants game. Okay. What do you think about the Pats? Okay. All right. If you guys got nothing else on Tennessee versus Denver, what y'all think, man? Hold up. Alex says I like the Titans. Dobbins against Titans. Yeah, man. That is a clear mismatch there from a year ago. Big discrepancy there in terms of Denver running the ball, Tennessee defending the run. So Broncos team total. I got you, brother. Sorry. So I'm breaking down the game in general. Would I take the team total for the Broncos? That was the question specifically. So let's look at this real quick. So for me to like the team total, I would have to look at the. I would have to also like the full game total. And yeah, here we go, man. This line is so the market has this thing at a small line, right? 42.5. But this thing is up from 41.5, and the public is actually taking the under. 55% of the public is on the under as of this morning. I would like to fade that and fade the narrative of the rookie sensation or the rookie not putting up so much, not putting up an effort here. I like the full game over in general, and if you're on Broncos to cover the team total, I'd like it. I think it's a good situation there. Actually, I think that's a much better way to play it instead of playing the number, the 8.5 spread. I would be looking at the team total if you had to be on the Broncos. Yes. We were just talking about the Broncos game, and let's get to the next one, guys. Would you rather do Ravens or Bills? We could talk about that. Okay, so I'm seeing Ravens. I'm seeing Bills. I'm seeing Lions. Come on, what else, guys? Jacksonville. Come on, I need some consensus. What game are we talking about next, guys? I let you guys vote on it. Giants, we already talked about no, we haven't talked about the Giants game, but I just made a video for it. Colts or Dolphins. We just talked about Colts or Dolphins. You're welcome. Jets, Ravens. Okay, Jets. Okay. Shit. There was one pick that I said we had to come back to. One game that we had to come back to. I forgot what it was, but let's talk about Ravens and Bills. Ravens and Bills, Sunday Night Football, man. Let's talk about it, guys. Especially with the rookie. All right, guys, let's talk about Baltimore and the Buffalo Bills. Give me blue for the Bills. Give me red for the Ravens. What side are you on today? Red for the Ravens, blue for the Bills. Let's read up on PFF's grade for Baltimore and Buffalo while you guys do that. Both of these teams got an A- in terms of PFF offseason grade. Let's read it up real quick. Baltimore, they're bringing back Ronnie Stanley in free agency. That was a huge priority for them. They got it done. In the draft, though, getting impact. They got impact and rotational players on all 3 days, but they did not address the wide receiver outside of a long shot that they got with DeAndre Hopkins. So you're only probably going to have DeAndre Hopkins there for a season. And yeah, on the other side of that, you have if it's not Zay Flowers, it's really tough to trust any of the other receivers. Bateman did not grade. Was the highest of any wide receivers not named. Yeah, so Bateman was the second best option there. So there's still some need there to have Lamar Jackson some help at wide receiver. So that's in terms of Baltimore. Let's look at Buffalo real quick. The Bills' top priority in free agency was handing out contract extensions to their core players like Greg Rossomau, Bernard, Ben Ford, Josh Allen, and Khalil Shakir. They got all those done. So they signed their key guys, and but of huge need, and they did not address this at safety. Their duo is still ranked the 31st in NFL. They got Hamlin and Rapp back there. Definitely not something you want to trust. So let's talk about this one, guys. Let's go ahead and talk about Ravens versus Buffalo and how I'm seeing this as of now. This is a Sunday night game, so it's still got a lot of time here till kickoff, but let's talk about it here. You do have two extraordinary teams, two really good teams in the AFC. I don't need to tell you that. Against a number, they were really good as well. Baltimore 11-7. Buffalo was 12-8, guys, a year ago. One thing you got to know here, Baltimore, they are used to going into somebody's house and being the road favorite. Baltimore a year ago, they were 6-3 in this spot against the number 6-3. Buffalo, though. Buffalo is not used to somebody coming into their house and covering the number in their house. That's pretty crazy to them. Buffalo is 1-0. Was 1-0 a year ago as a home dog. So really interesting that you have Buffalo there as a home underdog. Looking at Baltimore, you got John Harbaugh, one of the best, especially in week 1. 12-5 against the number in week 1. Lamar Jackson 4-2 in week 1. Let's look at the matchup from Baltimore's offense to Buffalo's defense. We're talking about the Ravens offense versus the Bills defense. This is a clear advantage here for Baltimore. Okay, Baltimore, the biggest discrepancy here is passing the ball. We just talked about that safety duel for Buffalo not being good in terms of coverage grade. Baltimore a year ago was definitely dominating this. They ranked 7th in passing the ball. Buffalo 21st in defending it. When you flip to the other side of the ball, you have Buffalo's offense, great offense, and same story here. Baltimore really struggled to defend the pass a year ago. So kind of equal stories there. You have the exact same, what I do like for both of these teams going forward is that you have the exact same coaching staff. No new DCs, no new OCs on either side. You got the same head coach. You really don't have an edge on either side. Both of these guys are really good. Harbaugh versus McDermott. Both of them did pretty good in the offseason. But to me, this looks like a bit of an over-exaggeration to move Buffalo from a home favorite to Baltimore as a home dog. That seems pretty crazy to me. That is a 3-point move to go from Buffalo 1.5, minus 1.5 to Buffalo plus 1.5. We look a year ago. This was the divisional round. Buffalo got away. Buffalo squeaked out a win, 27-25 a year ago. Baltimore. So the storyline coming into this one is Baltimore could be coming for a revenge. I'm not buying that. I'm gonna say Buffalo is the better side here. I would be looking at Buffalo. You do have an option there to at 1.5, guys. This is how you do the teaser correct. When you go from 1.5 to or 2.5 up to 7.5 up to 8.5. Buffalo in the teaser sounds like a really good option, but Buffalo in general is what I'm liking. Let me see what you guys said on this game real quick, guys. Looks like you guys are on the Ravens. So, guys, seems like we're all kind of going opposite here. Let me see what you guys said. Man, I missed football. Yo, I did too. What's up, Lala? How you doing, bro? Bateman is good regardless. Zay is good. Lamar is great. Yeah, definitely the offense is great. But the best they could do in terms of the offseason to get him even more weapons is to bring in, DeAndre Hopkins. That's okay. That's still a good receiving core, though. If we sweep today, I'm pulling the old pick out. Let's get it, man. I am down for a sweep today. My man Perfect wants to talk about the Cardinals. Okay, we can talk about that, man. Crafty, what's up, brother? How you doing, man? The Bills receivers are mid. Yes, they absolutely were mid a year ago. So they didn't really give Josh Allen a whole lot of help. And in the offseason, the greatest thing they did, though, Buffalo did add pass rusher. They got Joey Bosa from the Chargers. I almost said the Clippers, LAC. Los Angeles Chargers, so they did get him there. So would I take? So to answer the question, would I take Bills at 8 or Ravens at 8? I would go with the home dog there, Buffalo. It's not often that you see teams that rarely were ever a home dog. A year ago, Buffalo was only a home dog once, and they were 1-0 in that spot. I've called it even in like baseball and stuff. I called it when a team is this good. And then they're a home dog. When they're a dog at home, they just feel disrespected. I would feel more comfortable with Buffalo plus the 8 in that case, man. Hit the follow button if it's your first time here, guys. If you guys want to join the Discord, we are locked. We are locked in. We are focused. I just sent the Discord a screenshot. Yo, my iPhone do not disturb a year ago was set to 12 p.m. noon. I wasn't waking up. The latest I was waking up a year ago was 12 p.m. noon. Pretty crazy. Now I'm up 8 a.m. I'm a married man, so I got wifey helping me out now. I am ready, guys. If you guys want to ride with the squad, link is in bio. $25, man. $25, you get access to everything. Let's go. What game is next? My man Perfect wants to talk about the Falcons. Let's talk about the Falcons, man. I got you. Give me red for the Falcons, guys. Give me red for the Falcons. Blue for the Bucks. This is a division matchup, so we're going to have to look at some division records here. Red for the Falcons, blue for the Bucks. Let's talk about it. What up, Joe? How you doing, brother? What games have we got going over? Sorry, let me go ahead and fix this now that I'm charged up a little bit. We went over Baltimore and Buffalo. We went over Indianapolis and Miami. And I forget the other one we went over. But we're on like our fourth game, guys. Let's keep it going. Red for the Falcons, blue for the Bucks. Let's read up on the offseason, guys. PFF is giving Tampa Bay a minus here for the Tampa Bay offseason. Let's read up on it real quick. The Buccaneers lost their offensive coordinator to the Jaguars, so that's a significant departure, but it looks like it's their only one. They did bring back Levante David is back, Chris Godwin is back. And they made a splash in free agency, bringing in Hassan Reddick. Okay, so pretty good news there. Tampa Bay then drafted 5 players, which could be starters or rotational players. So they had a pretty good draft class as well. They hope that Dennis could be a spark for them at linebacker. And the linebacker unit a year ago was pretty bad, so they've added through the offseason. Pretty good grade there for Tampa Bay. Hassan Reddick arriving there as an edge rusher from the Jets. Let's talk about Atlanta real quick. The Atlanta Braves. The Atlanta Falcons, they got a C+ from PFF. The Falcons didn't make much of a splash in free agency. They couldn't do much because of Kirk Cousins' contract situation. You always got to keep that in mind. That was a stupid, dumb contract that they gave the Cousins there. Shout out Lala, man. 28-3. Still, that is their fault. So they don't get a pass here. Atlanta lost safeties Simmons and Dahlman to free agency. So they lost their two of their safeties there because again they couldn't pay guys. The team's draft class was pretty quite impactful, especially first round picks. They got 2 of them, and they're hoping that'll help a team that was really weak against the pass rushing a year ago. But they paid a high price to secure. Let me see. Hold up. Move. It's really not saying nothing here. They didn't do much over the offseason. Their biggest move was none. It was really pretty quiet offseason for them. We know that they have Raheem Morris coming back as the head coach there. And they got a new DC. They did get the guy from the Jets. He's pretty experienced. Obrick, I believe is his name. Pretty big signing there. So let's talk about Tampa Bay versus Atlanta, guys. As I'm breaking down the games, you guys give me all the information you got for this game. We are talking about a divisional matchup here between the NFC South Bucks and Falcons. A year ago, straight up, both of these teams were 4-2 straight up in their division. But a pretty big discrepancy here was Tampa Bay against the number. Even though they were pretty good straight up against the number, they were only 2-4 against the number. So maybe a little bit of room for improvement there. Todd Bowles in week 1, 5-2 against the number. Raheem Morris, not good against the number in week 1, 1-3. Not a coach that really prepares himself. In terms of Tampa Bay's offense to Atlanta's defense, this is a pretty clear mismatch here for the Tampa Bay offense. They rank 4th in terms of points. Atlanta 23rd. In terms of passing, there's a mismatch here. Even in terms of running the ball, the gap is a little smaller, but it's still a mismatch. Looks like Tampa Bay's offense a year ago was a really good unit. Atlanta really struggled, as you guys heard. Their pass rush pretty weak as well. Atlanta's offense wasn't terrible last year, but they did have a 2-system quarterback there with Kirk Cousins doing a lot of the work really early in the season. He was putting up a lot of the offense. But Tampa Bay, their defense definitely struggled, especially against the pass. So let's actually look at this game here. You have Tampa Bay opening up as a 1.5 point favorite. Looks like it went up to 2.5. Looks like it's back down to 1.5. This is an interesting one here. Not a whole lot of line movement. Not a whole lot going on in terms of free agency and in the offseason. I would say I'm not ready to trust Michael Penix here. We saw him a year ago. Of course, that was his rookie season. He didn't start a whole lot of games. He started towards the end of the year. He really wasn't impressive at all. His passer rating was one of the weaker passer ratings in the NFL with a 78.9. We know we could trust Baker Mayfield. He's taken a step up in the system. He looks pretty good here in Tampa, pretty comfortable. I don't think Atlanta's ready to go toe to toe with Tampa Bay in terms of like getting into a track meet. That's not the game that Atlanta wants to play, and I don't think they have the defense to make the stops here too much. I'm gonna say Tampa's the better spot here, guys. I would be looking at the Tampa Bay Bucks. What do you guys say? It looks like red again. We could disagree here. Red for the Falcons, blue for the Bucks. Yeah, man, you guys are. So why are you guys liking the Falcons? Let me know. Bengals, Steelers. Okay, we could talk about those games. I'm hearing that the over should be free in that game. It was free a year ago. Both of those games went over between Tampa Bay and Atlanta. But one or two of those games was with Kirk Cousins. So do keep that in mind. Let's go. Somebody wants to talk about Steelers. That is a game I want to talk about. Patriots is a game. Okay, Bucks all day. Terraces take the Bucks all day. I'm not gonna say all day to go into a division rival and just win in their house. That's pretty tough, but. Yeah, in terms of quarterback, I think quarterback play. This is a clear matchup in favor of Mayfield. I do like. Just not ready to trust Michael Penix yet. Thank you for the gifts, man. I appreciate it. Let's go. Hit the follow button, guys, if it's your first time here. Let me look at the total now that you mentioned it real quick between the Bucks and the Falcons, guys. This thing is in reverse. This thing opened up 48.5. It's down to 47. 61% of the public is on the under. So maybe you do see more of a low-scoring game, guys. You do rewind a year ago, and this was more of a track meet. I remember one of the games was on Thursday Night Football. Maybe it's it becomes a point of emphasis to not get into a track meet. Looks like this game could be low-scoring, and again with the inexperience there with Atlanta, it could be a little bit of a sluggish game. Atlanta trying to hold on to the ball and not get into a track meet. Yeah, man, if you're on the over in any sort, I would be careful with that, guys. Hit the follow button if it's your first time here. If you guys want to join the Discord, I'm giving you one of my top plays for free. One of my top plays, one of my most confident plays will drop in the Discord. Link is in bio. Guys, last call. We don't have time to go through every single game. Let's go. Falcons is what Joe says. Packers and Lions after. We could talk about that, man. Damn, I've been getting asked about the Steelers a whole lot though. Let's talk about the Steelers, and then I got you with a quick take on the Packers and Lions. Pittsburgh and Jets. This is another one, guys. I didn't include it in the video, but this one has a lot of storylines as well. Let's talk about Pittsburgh versus the Jets. Okay, let's go with the away team in red. Steelers in red. Red for the Steelers, blue for the Jets. What side are you guys on? We're going to go quick on this one, guys. Red for the Steelers, blue for the Jets. Both of these teams were pretty mid in the offseason. The biggest pickups for Pittsburgh is they got DK Metcalf from Seattle. They got Ramsey at quarterback. Of course, they got Aaron Rodgers. You guys know about that. And then the Jets have Justin Fields. Guys, we have a game where the starting quarterbacks from a year ago have switched teams. They're opposite here. So who do you guys got? I want to know. I actually really want to know on this one. Red for the Pittsburgh Pirates. Red for the Steelers. Blue for the Jets. This line opened up -3. It has stayed the same. The Pittsburgh Steelers are the second most public play of the day, third most public play of the day at 73% of the public. Guys, you have Pittsburgh coming into this one 11-7. 11-7 against the number a year ago. Really good. The Jets, not so good. 6-11. So again, I'm looking at this and I'm seeing probably a little bit overrated in the market, a little bit underrated in the market is what I see from this. In terms of a year ago, we can't really look at these matchups because the quarterback, the most important piece, has changed. New York Jets are now under new leadership. You got Aaron Glenn is taking over there as the head coach, and you got a brand new OC and a brand new DC as well. Like I mentioned earlier, we got some big signings there for Pittsburgh. They made a lot of moves, but is it really enough here to surround Aaron Rodgers? Guys, I know for a fact that it really, if you're looking at a Pittsburgh team, a Pittsburgh Steelers team that again could be a little bit overrated going into the market at 11-7, and the New York Jets at 6-11. Guys, but the reason the Jets were 6-11 against the number was because they had Aaron Rodgers on that roster. Guys, he was constantly just getting overpriced in the market, and I feel like this is another situation here. Guys, I think if you're looking at this and you're trying to break down the narrative, which I'm asking you, I'm begging you guys to do this NFL season. Look at the narratives. You got revenge, right? Aaron Rodgers probably looking for revenge against his old team. Guys, he was only there a year. He only played there for a year. He was injured in the other year. He got the bag. He got a bag from New York. The New York Jets did not get much out of him for that bag that they gave him. Justin Fields on the other side, though, he was the starter in Pittsburgh, and then he got benched in favor for Russell Wilson. Russell Wilson sucked at the end of the year, but Justin Fields never got a chance to get his starting job back, right? So who has more of a chip on their shoulder? I would say Justin Fields might have a little bit more of a chip on his shoulder here in this one. Justin Fields, he has talent, man. I don't know why a lot of people hate on him. He definitely has talent. He was in a terrible situation there with the Bucs. He was with the Bears. He was winning games here with Pittsburgh, and then he got benched. I think he was 4-2 straight up, and then he got benched for Russell Wilson, and Russell Wilson looked good until he didn't later in the season. Again, he never got a chance to win his starting job back. I think Justin Fields has more to prove here, guys. In terms of defense, we know the Jets are going to put out a good defense every single year. Again, that offense did not put him in good situations last year, so I would expect the defense to be even better this year. And you have a defensive coach there with Aaron Glenn taking over. Guys, the total is telling you that points are going to be at a premium here. 38.5, 38.5 is what the total is listed at. I'm taking the 3 with the Jets. I think the Jets is the better side here. Let me see what you guys said. You guys are lopsided on the Steelers. Crazy, man. Let's get it, man. What was my pick for the Bills? As of now, again, that's a Sunday night game, guys. I don't send Sunday night until about 30, 40 minutes before kickoff. But for now, I'm feeling the home dog here, Buffalo. I got you, Jerome. Yeah, man, looks like you guys are really feeling the Steelers. It's 42-year-old quarterback Aaron Rodgers taking over. I know he was a little better later in the season, but, man, it is tough. It is tough. And I believe, I'm 100% sure Aaron Rodgers did not play in the preseason either. So you got an old-ass quarterback taking over with no preseason reps, and he has to go on the road, and he's laying 3 points. I'm not feeling that. Do the Giants cover? We could talk about it. Joe says the Jets are covering. All right. There you go. All right, guys. So one last game, guys. Alo, go to bed. Sorry, guys. My dog is being annoying here. Let me check on YouTube real quick. Jeff, my man Jeff says Titans are gonna get blown out. We talked about that game earlier. They definitely could get blown out, and that's why, like I said, I should be saying pass on that game. I just can't lay the points there with Denver, man. It is the most public play of the day, and expectations are mile high in Denver. That was not funny. All right, let's go, man. We are talking about, my man Joe wants to talk about Packers and Lions. Let's talk about it, guys. Let's talk about the Packers and the Lions. This is a hell of a NFC North game here, division game to start off the game. I wish they didn't have division games this early, man. We all are excited about NFL. They could put the crappiest games, and we'll be excited about it. Let's talk about Detroit versus Green Bay. Give me red for the Lions, blue for the Packers. What side are you guys on today? Red for the Lions, blue for the Packers. Road team on the left, home team on the right. Let's talk about this, guys. Let's read up on PFF's offseason grade real quick. You got a B- there for Detroit. You got a C- for Green Bay. Let's read up on the Lions real quick. The Lions lost both their coordinators. That's a big story coming into this one. Ben Johnson and Aaron Glenn are both gone. They're now head coaches, as you know. Although there's nothing they could have done about that, it's still going to hurt the Lions. They basically swapped Carl Davis III for DJ Reed. That's not a bad move. Davis earned a 72.1 PFF coverage grade in 2024. Reed earned a 70.1. So pretty even swap there. The hope is that second round can fill in for Kevin Slater, who earned a 86.5 PFF grade at guard. So they got a new guard there. They're trying to fill the shoes in for the Detroit. Green Bay. So this is before the Micah Parsons trade, right? Everybody's excited here about Micah Parsons. Guys, he is going to play today, but he's going to be on limited snaps here, man. So before this move, they really didn't have too many other moves, man. They added Banks at guard. Green Bay here, but again, no other really moves besides now Micah Parsons, which they added late. So let's talk about this game, guys. As I am talking about this game, you guys give me all the information you got on this game. We are talking about the Lions and the Green Bay Packers. Okay, you got Jared Goff, of course, against Jordan Love here. This is a Detroit team that covered 12 out of the 18 games against the number a year ago. Green Bay, they were kind of just mediocre. They were 9-9 against the number. Guys, in their division, the Detroit Lions, not the Tigers, were 6-0. 6-0 straight up, 4-2 against the number in their division. Green Bay, this was a point of weakness here. They were 1-5 straight up, 1-5 against the number. So pretty significant there. In terms of a year before that, in 2023. Green Bay was 4-2 against the number, guys. So I bring this up because I brought the same thing up with Philadelphia and the Giants, guys. I brought this up, Philadelphia and the Cowboys earlier. So regression to the mean, right? When a team is so bad or so good against their division, it is hard to keep doing that season after season because nobody is going to game plan against you like your division rival. So here we got Lions. So we got Green Bay. They were really good in 2003 against their division. Coming off of a season where they were really good. Detroit, on the flip side of that, they were 3-3 against their division against a number in 2023. Last year they excelled. They were 6-0 straight up, 4-2 against the number. So maybe a chance there to regress a little bit. In terms of offense to defense, defense to offense, there really isn't many discrepancies here. Detroit very good on offense. Green Bay really good on defense. From Green Bay's offense to Detroit's defense, there is a opportunity here for Detroit. An opportunity here for Green Bay to expose a Detroit secondary that was really weak against the pass. So pretty interesting move there, man. Guys, this is one of those where, yes, the line has crossed 0. Detroit opened up as a road favorite. Now Green Bay is the home favorite here. This makes more sense to me. 65% of the public is on the Detroit Lions, but this line has moved in favor of Green Bay. I don't love that Green Bay is getting a lot of hype with Micah Parsons. I would have loved for that story not to be alive there. But guys, the biggest thing is for me is that I would expect head coach Matt LaFleur to make an emphasis to be better against his division, to game plan against Detroit. I would expect Detroit to take a little bit of a step back with a new offensive coordinator and a defensive coordinator. I would expect Green Bay here to show up at home in a crazy good game here at 4 p.m. Eastern time. I would be looking at Green Bay over the Lions. Again, guys, so I treat Sunday football like nobody else, man. It really means that much to me. So if you guys are in the Discord, I will be sending plays out shortly for the 1 p.m. games, okay? I am focused solely right now on the 1 p.m. games, and then I send another slate for the late games, okay? So we have two different slates. It's almost like having two different days in one, and different days of picks in one day, man. You get two for the price of one. So I'm focused really on the 1 p.m. games, guys, and then I send another slate for the 4 p.m. games. So if my opinion changes a little bit, it could. But for now, that's what I'm looking at. That's the opinion I gave you on Green Bay versus Detroit. Let me see what you guys said on this one. It was red for the Lions. Looks like everybody's on the Lions. Yep. Guys, we disagree on almost everything. And again, I beg you guys this NFL season, fade the narratives when it makes sense. Fade the narratives. Pass when you have to. Like I said, one of the narratives was, for example, the rookie, Cam Ward. Can he win in Mile High? Can he win in his first game? Historically, no. The answer has been no. But still, that doesn't mean I go and lay the points with Denver. Try to fade those narratives, guys. Hit the follow button if it's your first time here. If you guys want to join the Discord, link is in bio. Guys, I got to get going. I have to get the 1 p.m. slate ready. If you guys want to join the squad, remember, guys, nobody else does this. We have basically two slates in one day, okay? We're going to have an early slate. We're going to have a late slate. That way you get my most up-to-date information. We get lineup information. We know who's active. We know who's inactive. If you guys want to join basically for 2 days, for just in a single day here, consider joining. It's $25, man. $25, you get access to everything. Link is in bio. I will give also one of my top plays for free. One of my top plays, one of my more confident plays will drop in the Discord. Link is in bio. Let's eat today, man. We got a lot of work to do. Let's get it. It was a great day yesterday. We hit our first 3U play of the season. 3U play. We already hit it. So many more of those to come, guys. If you guys have any follow-up questions, I'm trying to get to all your questions. If you have any follow-up questions, guys, drop it on my recent video. I will go respond before game time. I will respond before game time. I'll give you my opinion on any game that you guys choose. Let me know, man. Let me know what you guys are on. And if you have any questions, I will get to you. Steelers, I got you. We just talked about that game, Steelers and Jets. I'm not feeling the Steelers. I'm not buying into the hype. Guys, was that a hell of a breakdown there in terms of like who has a chip on their shoulder, right? Everybody thinks Aaron Rodgers' revenge against the Jets. Bro, he got a bag from the Jets and he barely played there and he didn't do anything. I feel like Justin Fields got to feel some type of way. He's the younger quarterback. He's a quarterback I trust a little bit more at this point in their career. I'm going to say the Jets here, man, is the better side. Guys, remember, these are all my opinions, all my leans. To get my top plays, my official plays, link is in bio. Join the squad, man. This is not the season to be cheap, man. If you want to consider spending $25, I will make sure it's worth it. I am dedicating so much time and effort. You guys see me putting the grind every single day for MLB. I'm doing it even if I'm not doing live streams every single day. It's because I'm focused on every single NFL play, every single college play, guys. If you guys want to join up, link is in bio. $25 for a week, $70 for a month. Consider joining. $70 is down from a year ago. A year ago, it was $100 for a month. So consider joining. It's $70 now for a month. I made it even more affordable this year, man. Hope you guys have a great day. If you guys have any follow-up questions, drop it on my recent video. I will reply before game time. Do the Giants cover. That's a game we didn't really talk about. I'm not in love with the narrative about Washington's rookie sensation, Jaden Daniels. I think that's an overreaction to have this line at 6. I think Giants is the better side there, guys. Again, guys, go drop any questions you have, any follow-up questions. I will respond before game time. Peace. YouTube, Twitter, thanks for